So I'm assuming that you've already opened the file. Step 2 says to save it like you've done everything else. You're going to save it with your initials. Step 3 says to display the rulers and non-printing characters if necessary. I already have my ruler displayed. I'm not going to display the non-printing characters because I don't like them. So that puts us in step 4. It says in the header. So let's double click up in the header. Type your full name. So type your full name. Press enter. Type today's date. Doesn't matter what format you put it in as long as you put a date there. And then we're going to close the header and footer. Step 5 says right click the misspelled word diligently in the first paragraph and use the shortcut menu to select the correct spelling. So we're going to right click on the word diligent. It's going to open up this little box. We're just going to simply select the correct spelling of diligently. Step number 6 says right click the grammatical error in the second paragraph. Well, the grammatical errors are underlined in blue. The misspelled words are in red. So we're going to right click on where it says club, and then step 6 says the suggested correction of a single semicolon is incorrect. So then step 7 says to press the escape key, and we're going to do that. And it says to correct the error by selecting the 2 semicolons. So we're going to select these 2 semicolons and type a comma instead, and that's going to correct that. Step 8 says move the insertion point to the beginning of the document and start the spelling and grammar checker. So I'm going to click before Michigan Avenue Athletic Club, click the review tab over here on the left, spelling and grammar, we're going to do that. Step 9 says click spelling in the editor pane, which that's already selected, and correct the misspellings of athletic and excellence. So here's the correct spelling of athletic. Here's the correct spelling of excellence. You can see that it corrected both of those. Step 10 says to ignore any proper names that word marks as not in the dictionary. Sometimes words like these Raymond Peterson that spelled a weird name, they may be underlined in red. And if so, you would just over here where you see my mouse, you would click ignore once, and it would ignore those names that are spelled a weird way. So the next step says click different in the list 2 times to correct each misspellings of this word. So click different again. We are now on step 12. Up here it should say grammar. So correct the word choice and subject word verb disagreement errors in the 3rd paragraph. So we're just going to click recognize, we're going to click our, and we're going to click there. And that corrected those 3 things. It now tells us that our spelling and grammar check is complete, so click OK. Step 14 says use a shortcut menu to replace the word excellent in the 2nd sentence of the 1st paragraph with its synonym outstanding. So the word excellent is right here. We're going to right click on it. Synonyms in this box, we're going to click outstanding, and that changes that. We are now on step 15. Click the word things in the 1st sentence of the 3rd paragraph. So here's the 3rd paragraph, the word things. We're going to click in the middle of that word. We're going to open up the thesaurus, which is up here. We're going to open that up, and it's going to open the box. Step 16 says scroll down the list and click the word points. So we're going to scroll till we see this, and we see the word points. We're going to click that. Scroll down and find the word aims, A-I-M-S, and we're going to click that. That's going to display its synonyms. Scroll up until you see the word under the word goals. Rest the mouse over where you see objectives. click this down arrow beside objectives and then click Insert. And when you do that, you see that you've inserted the word objectives. Next, we need to start manual hyphenation, so click Layout. Right here where it says hyphenation, click the down arrow. We're going to select manual, and it's got the word responsibility highlighted. Click yes, and then click no, and no, and no. And it says hyphenation is complete. When you do that, you should have the word responsibility is hyphenated, and that's the only thing that's hyphenated. Step 20, apply the title style to the text Michigan Avenue Athletic Club. So we're at the top, we're going to highlight Michigan Avenue Athletic Club. Click on the Home tab, we're going to select Title. Heading 1 style to the text Mission Statement. So we're going to click Highlight Mission Statement, choose Heading 1 Style. We are now finished. So click File and then save your work, and you can submit it, and you have now done apply number 11.